The release of ASAP 2013 includes new tools to help customize your charts as a result of your ASAP calculations. You'll notice in front of me now I have some ASAP output. In this particular case, it's in the form of a histogram. And I actually have several different histograms that I have calculated or have been calculated, basically just looking at the ASAP random number generation sequence. But you'll notice that the actual number of counts in each value will change as a function of the random number distribution, as will the spread of values which the distribution is spread over. So maybe one of the things I might want to do is to, say, for example, put this data all on some common scale. So what I might do is come and select this particular histogram, which is the maximum value for the counts, and it's about 5,000. This analysis was done with a probability population of 10,000 units, so that makes sense. So what we're going to do is look at some of the options that are available to you to customize each of these plots to your liking. So what I'll do now is open up my chart properties item here. And you'll notice I have several pages available to me. I can provide a title to my plot. I can change the background color, what that color looks like. If I want a gradient color, I can set a range. The white background with the black text is obviously very useful, especially if I'm going to print these charts. If I was going to use them as part of a presentation, maybe I might want to make them a little bit more colorful, so I might apply a background color. I can adjust fonts and font sizes, the fonts for the axes, labels, the titles. I can also look at each axis individually. So in this particular case, my horizontal axis is indicated as my probability function, and the bounds are by default going to be limited by the range of the data. And this is acceptable right now, but in this case, let's say what I want to do is scale all of my histograms to this particular maximum. That's my vertical axis, so let me click vertical here. And you'll notice again, as I mentioned, it defaults to an automatic bounding, but if I turn that off and set it to a maximum value of 6,000, then obviously this chart didn't change because that is the value, but the idea is I'll be able to store this data as a template when we get down there, and then I can apply this template across all of my data. Some of the other options allow us to change the background colors as well, but let's go to templates. And you'll notice I've already stored this template. I called it Histo 6000, indicating it was a histogram plot with a maximum value of 6,000. So I'll just click on OK. And now, for example, if I take this histogram here, which is for a different random number distribution, so it's a different set of data, you'll notice that its chart range goes to 4,000. But on a common scale, what I might want to do is to take this plot, edit the properties, but instead of going through and making those changes, I'll just go to my template folder, select this new template options, load that up, click on OK, and you'll notice now my data is in this 6,000 count scale, so I'll be able to set all of my histogram plots, and then I can look at them again with a common reference. I'm not going to go through and change all of those plots. I think that shows you the basic principles. But what I'm going to do is just look at another chart really quickly. And in this particular case, what we've done is overlaid the spectra for different color correlated temperatures, ranging from 5,000 Kelvin through 20,000 Kelvin. And as you can see, the chart is somewhat bland and boring right now, doesn't really give me that much information. But what I've done is I have already stored a template for this data. And what I'm going to do is come over here and choose to apply that. And I'll go into my template folder. And the only template available to me that makes sense to this particular chart is this set of values. So this time I will load this one up and click on OK. And you'll notice what we've done is given the title, we've increased the font size on the title so it shows up a little better. We've made the lines thicker. We've also chosen colors that are more bright and easier to see than the original colors that came as the default settings of the plots. So you'll see that by creating your own templates, you'll be able to present your data in a form that is more visually appealing and also gives you a lot more information without having to sit and think about it too much.